Hello and welcome to my channel again. We have an unboxing again here, and this is gonna be the JBL Eon 1 Pro. And even though this is an old system, I mean it's been a couple of years out in the market, it's very hard to find right now. I think it's out of, they're not producing it anymore, and the reason I think could be two reasons. One is that there was a batch of this system that they were all broken. Sweetwater took them out of their inventory. I went to a local store and they had to return them because they were all damaged. And let's see, how can I get this out? And yeah, then the other thing is that they did a new version, the Eon MK2 or Mark II. So I guess they have no use to keep having this one on the market. So, but like you know me, I'm always looking for smaller PAs rather than bigger, because the MK2 is a 10-inch. It's a 10-inch subwoofer, which this one is an 8-inch. So I wanted to get this one first, because I probably get the other one as well, because it's the only color array with 10-inch subwoofer that is battery powered. So, but I got this one from a local store that was selling it on Facebook actually. And I asked him, hey, are you sure it's working? Have you tested? And he said, I haven't tested because it's brand new, it's on the box. And I told him that, you know, the situation that this system has been giving issues. He tried it and worked just fine. And I was like, yeah, bravo, I wanted it. So here it is. It's I would say it's kind of heavy for an 8-inch subwoofer. Not so much that you cannot carry, but I thought it was gonna be lighter, but it's okay. It feels okay, and it's tall, right? Because 8-inch subwoofer could be smaller, but they did it like that, taller, because they want to put the column arrays to be flat and even, I'm assuming, because for an 8-inch subwoofer could be like here, no problem, but they wanted to have the columns right here. So if I open this, they wanted to have the columns just, you know, they didn't want to have them like that. It would look awful. So I'm assuming that's why it's taller than usually. Okay, and there's a few reviews out there on YouTube that you can find. But if you ask me, if you're watching this video, what I can tell you different about the other videos. Right now I cannot tell you much because I just opened it and I'm gonna try it tonight. I have a gig tonight. I'm gonna use it for the first time. But the reason I got this one and not the Maui 5 Go, which was the original one that I wanted to get, is two main things. The Maui 5 Go is an 8-inch subwoofer and it's premium quality. I know that for a fact. The LD systems it's I will say in my opinion even more quality than JBL, but this has more features. It has more channels. To start off, it has more channels than Maui 5 Go. And Maui 5 Go has 2 channels. Like if you're a guitar player and a singer, it has you covered because it has a high C. input and a mic input, and that's it. That's about it. You know, you have all the other features like Bluetooth and stuff, but really it's only those two channels, and one of the high C channel is only that for a plug channel. It's not a combo. So, and the other thing is that it doesn't have any effects. So as a gigging musician, a songwriter, I need you know, some kind of reverb and delays and stuff. Like, not having that and playing with a system without those effects, it's not the way to go for us professional musicians, right? So that was the main thing that sold me to this one over the Maui 5 Go. When the Maui 5 Go came out, this one wasn't around. So the only option I had was Maui 5 Go on battery charge, of course, rechargeable. But now that I'm glad that, well, I yet have to see if I like it, but for what I've heard on the videos, this will make the job just fine. Plus I have more channels and I have the effects. So, and another thing that I didn't really like about the Maui was that one of the columns was the battery, which I understand why they do it. It's cool, but sometimes I just want to use a speaker. Sometimes I just want this. Sometimes I just want this. You know, and you cannot do that with the Maui 5 Go. Even plugged in, you always have to have at least 2 columns. Out of 3, 2. You can never put it directly to the bass unit or the subwoofer. Okay, so that's another feature that I really like. Sound wise, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be equal to the LD systems, but it's not gonna be bad either, because JBL is a good brand. I'm just saying the LD systems it's a more high-end product in sound quality, but in features, this one definitely. If you're looking something light, portable, with enough channels and effects for singer-songwriters, get this one over, and you need the battery option, get this one over the Maui 5 Go, even though I haven't tried it yet. I'm convinced this one, just because of the features, it will be better dollars for what you're getting. Okay, so I'm gonna try it and I'll let you know later what I think of it. Okay.
Sin ti, los mares de las playas se van, se tiñen los colores de gris, hoy todo es soledad. No sé si vuelva a verte después, no.
Over here in this area,
Sé que de mi
you
vida
can see it.
será.
It's open. The sky right there, kind of open, and it fills the room just fine. Doing a good job with the volume.
Te extraño más que nunca y no sé qué hacer. Despierto y te recuerdo al amanecer.
here we are again in another show, and back there I have the system, and I'm gonna like this open space, and then I have right there the JBL Eon 1 Pro, and it's doing a good job. It's doing a good job so far.
Envueltos las sábanas del sueño entendemos fácilmente que la vida no tiene preguntas ni respuestas. Simplemente nuestros cuerpos juegan con la ternura y la locura de nuestro amor. Toda la luz que brilla es para los dos. Todo el azul del cielo es para los dos. Todo el amor inmenso es para los dos. Aunque no lo creas, somos tú y yo.
So, to summarize this video, after using it in 3 shows in a row, overall, it's great, and I'm glad because I don't really like JBL equipment. Not that JBL is a bad brand, not at all. It's a good brand, but I was more used to other sounds that it worked just fine in these 3 gigs. The sound quality was good. The EQ that I got was amazing. I liked the reverb, but something happened to me the first night I used it with the battery, because I wanted to try the battery. It says that it lasts for 6 hours, and in my second set, it just turned off. I wasn't next to the system, so I don't know if the battery dropped and I ran out of battery because I wasn't checking the meter. But I thought the battery was full. I thought I charged it completely. That's what I thought. I plugged it in and it just worked fine. It worked fine. For a second I thought I was clipping. It was peaking for too long, and got overheated and turned down. I thought that for a second, because I wasn't thinking that the battery ran out, because I'm pretty sure it was full, but I can be mistaken. I can be wrong. It was a brand new system that I just got the same day I used it, so probably I have to leave it recharging the whole night or something. But I don't know. I thought I saw the light meter, the meter light, completely full. But anyhow, I was playing my second set and it just turned off while I was playing. So if it's overheated and I plugged it in, I'm assuming it's not gonna turn on either, because it's still hot, right? But it did. So it had to be the battery. But it says it lasts 6 hours, and it turned off about 2 hours using it. I don't know. Then the next show, I didn't use it completely. The 3 sets that I do, I didn't use it completely running on battery. I used two sets because it turned off on my second set. So I used my 2 last sets just in case. The first one, it was plugged in, and I finished my gig, my last 2 sets running out of battery, and it was just fine. And then the third gig, I used the battery for the 3 sets. So what happened there, I don't know. I guess in the only thing that I did different was in the first show was that on my breaks I was using the Bluetooth, putting music, In the other two shows, I wasn't using it. On my brakes, it was turned off. So probably it was cooling down when I was taking brake, that it lasted more, or maybe the Bluetooth ate the battery. I don't know. I don't know what happened, but I just wanted to tell you that because it did happen to me. That in my first show, it turned off. After being full charge, in my belief. I'm gonna keep trying, but for the 3 shows I did, the last one didn't do it when I used the 3 sets, turning it off on my brakes. But other than that, it worked like a charm. It was pretty loud. If you could see, there was open spaces, and I was feeling the area, no problem. I wasn't clipping, and yeah, I mean, it's good. I love the system, and this, I think this is gonna be my main PA for my small medium size shows now, because you have everything, in one handle, and you have your guitar in your back, and then the other hand you have a back with the lines, and your stand, and just one trip, you got everything. So yeah, I recommend it. If you can find a JBL Eon 1 Pro used or all stock new, just get it. I got mine for $800, brand new, and just works great. For now, works great, and I'm very pleased with it. Now I'm wondering, the MK2, the Eon MK2. I think that one's gonna sound better because it has bigger subwoofer and more speakers. Now I'm wondering how good does should sound. It should sound better. We'll see later if I get it. But for now, I'm very happy with the Eon 1 Pro. So I recommend it for anyone that is like me, like sometimes play solo or duo with a guitar and 2 singers. It works just great. Works just great and easy to set up and very portable. Not as light as I thought it would be, but it's manageable. But it has some weight into it. Just have that in mind. All right. Thank you for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe. Okay. So until next time, see ya.